At first, I wasn't even going to make a video on this, but I decided I would after I looked at some stupid Facebook comments. Okay. Lil Wayne, as I'm sure y'all know, made some recent comments about Black Lives Matter. Now, to me, this is beyond him because he's high and drunk of whatever half the time. So it's no telling what is going on in his mind. He's probably making statements he's not thinking about because he's high. Okay, so I don't even think he realized what he was saying there. But whether he did or not, I really, even if you don't agree with the Black Lives Matter movement, which if you're black, I don't see why you wouldn't. But if you don't, for whatever reason, or you don't understand it, or mainly if you don't agree, I really don't think you should be speaking out against it in public, in a public forum when you're a celebrity. Because, or anybody. Because how are we going to come together if we're divided? It's like infighting. It's like if you have let's say back in the day, if you had like Martin Luther King over here and you had Nation of Islam right here and you had the Black Panthers over here and they're all fighting over which way is the best way, but it's the same conclusion. It's the same ending. It's so stupid. Why would you do that? That's what holds us back. Just like if I'm going to the airport, I could get there by the bus, the train, a shuttle, car, and countless other ways. I could walk if I'm desperate. I could take a bike. Now, some of those ways might seem more logical than the other, but they're all getting there the same way. So if we're trying to help each other out, why would you even speak out against something like that? And then I looked in the comments, and the other thing that really pissed me off more, is, you know, some white people were in the comment section making comments that were so stupid to me. And I'm not coming down on all white people, just the stupid ones. And there seem to be a lot of them when it comes to things like this. Listen to me. If you're white, you've never experienced a day of institutionalized racism. You've never. Or just racism, period. And it's like, why would you even feel inclined to even be included in the comments? Or make comments as if you know what's going on. I understand there are white people that have helped with civil rights movement and help with Black Lives Matter or any kind of different racial, things, and that's great. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about these people that get on these comment boards or get on these blogs and they're sitting out there talking about, well, I don't know what they're talking about, Black Lives Matter, and there's no such thing as racism. What is racism? And that's like, and I'm like, look, there was a female who put white female who put a comment up, and it said something like, he's creating his own reality, and you create your own reality, and racism only exists if you bring it into your world. And I'm like, I've always believed in creating your own reality, but within a sensible way. Like, that's like saying, oh, a 10-year-old is getting sexually abused at home, and if she just acts like it's not there and creates her own reality, it's not going to affect her, and it doesn't really exist. Like, how stupid does that sound? So I'm supposed to create my reality when the police point a gun at my head for no reason. Or when I get, or even less dramatic than that, when I get stopped for no reason just because I'm driving a luxury car. Which has happened before. For no reason. I got stopped more times in my late model luxury SUV when I had it than any other car I've driven in my whole life combined, and I'm 33. Well, I was 25 at the time. I just started driving when I was 16. So at 25, more times in that vehicle than any other car I've ever driven in my life from 16 to 25. Come on. Same driving habits. Come on. But then you got these stupid people, and some black people too, but let's get on these, white people. They have never experienced this a day in their life. And I don't get it. But for Lil Wayne to sit up there, and then he made another comment talking about, racism doesn't exist or something like that. I'm not going to speak on that too much because I didn't hear or read that interview or whatever, but I just thought to myself, shut up. You're not helping. You're not helping at all. Like, I would never get on here and say anything against a movement that's meant to help me. Even if I say, well, let me go get more clarity or something like that. If it's something positive, why not? It's helping you. Don't think because you're rich and famous you can't get caught up and people aren't going to be, and racism is just over your head because you're rich and you're famous. Oh Lord, my hair done popped out. I'm so upset. Because you're rich and famous, I can name countless celebrities that've had a reality check. So, the other thing is, I don't understand how he says that's not okay and he don't want to talk about that. But it's cool though to talk about popping niggas with caps and like fucking a bitch and different drugs and shit like that. That's cool, but we can't talk about Black Lives Matter.